What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Bay O Wolf. Today is Tuesday, March 2nd, 2026. I'm still popping. You know, like Cameron said, it might be March 2nd. Sound like July 4th. You understand? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave comments, share the content. I ain't gonna hold you too long. This is only my first video about the T.I. and 50 Cent situation. And apparently, T.I. is about to get the Diddy treatment. The Diddy treatment. No criminal stuff involved as of right now, but 50 Cent's doing a documentary on T.I. and his girl, his wife, Tiny from the old group Escape, talking about the 30 people that they were involved with that looks like it might have been sex trafficking of some sorts, or at least swingers. And you know whose fault this is? It's not T.I.'s fault. Actually, it is partially part of T.I.'s fault, but it's really y'all's fault. Y'all put the battery in the Harris family back. You know, T.I. left, you know, when 50 dissed the verses, you know, and they started trading memes then, you know, of Tiny. What happened? Tiny's oldest son, King, stepped out. Even ignorant ass Boyce Walker's out there blowing King's dick, talking about some, yeah, that's how you step up and protect black women and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. All this old monkey ass shit. You know, all you fans out there, yeah, and then they kept coming with diss records. T.I. with another one. Then T.I. with a third. Then King came one. Then the other boy, Maserati or whatever his name is, Madomi or whatever his name is, he came out with one. So it was like 4 or 5 records from the King family. One each from 2, maybe 3 total from the sons and like 3 from T.I. himself. 50, you know, he's trying to tell y'all, like, I ain't gotta rap. Y'all just want me to rap. He's past that rap. Remember Ice Cube said, I'm making movie money. You still invested in rhymes. T.I. know that damn rap music is, that rap music money is show. That's why he started doing comedy and other shit. Jay-Z doing other shit. 50 Cent, he's in Hollywood, you know, doing TV stuff. And so he decided, well, this is all alleged, I mean, it's floating on the internet, you can see it yourself, that he's gonna do a documentary, you know, Diddy style, you know, in the same vein as the Diddy one, about T.I. and his wife. People been trying to tell you T.I., you know, 50 Cent ain't the one to be fucked with like that. He petty this, he this, that, the other. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see this coming. A documentary. But apparently, you know, 50 Cent, he got money and he got reach. He can get to people. Probably can find most of these people that, you know, he's saying 30, you know, they're in court documents and things like that, the names and addresses and phone numbers and whatnot. 50 have his people find them. It ain't gonna take long to interview him about it. You know, what's this, March 2nd? That thing will be out before, the 4th of July. You know, and so it's like, yeah, you want to keep fuck with 50. And the reason I blame T.I., because I've been telling y'all, this shit sounds somewhat like they trying to restart the coastal, the regional wars in hip hop, New York versus the South, New York versus the West. You know, certain Southern rappers got so much animosity towards New York, and it's showing up in their interviews 30 years after the fact. Big Gip and T.I. more specifically. Well, you're trying to start, like somebody said. I saw a video of a gentleman, I don't know where he's from, but like he said, you need to do, you could have called out a rapper from Atlanta. Now most of the Atlanta rap guys already did one, versus Jeezy and Ludacris. They already done one, but it's still the principle of the whole thing. Like, you could have hollered at somebody from the city, somebody from the South. You just gotta feel like you gotta go at a New York dude. And look what you done started, Tip. Now the whole shit about to come out, and 50 gonna do it a certain way to make you look extra bad. I wonder, do you wish that you would have told your sons to shut the fuck up? Because, King up there talking about his dead mom, that ain't hip hop. I don't know why people thought that was fly. That ain't hip hop. That's bullshit. In the hood, we don't fuck about nobody's dead relatives. Somebody think your mama ugly, you gotta start, roasting back. You don't just talk about somebody's dead mother. That shit ain't even hood. That's what I'm saying. 50 pretty much motivated King. King was looking like, before he started rapping, doing these little raps at 50, King was looking like a malcontent rich kid. Mad because he ain't hood. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't realize the fortune he grew up with. Wanna be hood. 50 started selling this because he was doing dumb shit. Running phase in the bathroom at school. Just doing goofy, wild shit. 50 got him motivated to start rapping. Motivated him more than Dad ever did. The other boy, I forget his name, but wasn't he like trying to do some shit with an acoustic guitar for a while? I got the hiccups really bad. I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. But yeah, so T.I., King, and the third son, the second son, you reap what you sow. Now your parents about to really get embarrassed. Not to mention, T.I. walked around with a fucking, enough ammo to damn near fund a small guerrilla army in a third world country, and was already a felon and only did 1 year in a day. T.I. ain't supposed to be out of jail yet, if we being honest. All the ammo he got caught with, being a felon. They about to get in that boy. They about to, T.I., you should have controlled your kids a little better. But again, like I said, 50 motivated him. Apparently, you wasn't motivating your kids, and they don't follow your influence like they need to. But let me hop off here. What do you think? Should 50 even go that far? Is this beef even necessary? Should T.I. call somebody else out for a versus? When versus had a real wave. Because it's kind of dead now anyway. It was cool during the pandemic, but now it's like, You know what I'm saying? Hey, those questions and more will be answered on the next episode of Soap. I'll holla. Peace.